My name is Seth White. I'm an LGO 13, part of the MBA class here at Sloan School, as well as the Engineering Systems Division, concentrating in supply chain and manufacturing systems. I'm originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. I have an undergrad in Industrial and Systems Engineering from North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. Prior to joining the LGO program, I worked at a company called ABP that was focused on power technologies and automation products. Specifically within the organization, I spent some time working at a factory, but then moved on to working in a corporate development role, focusing on quality and operational excellence, looking at improvement opportunities in the company. During that time, I had the opportunity to work directly with alumni from the LGO program. Really got an opportunity to see firsthand the types of individuals they were and really the impact that they were having on the company. I did my internship with Amgen Incorporated in Thousand Oaks, California. I worked with the International Supply Chain Group, looking at a project around how we could enhance the commercialization efforts for emerging market entry. Specifically within that focus area, I looked at developing a risk model, as well as looking at how we can improve the planning and execution process. The project was very challenging because I didn't have much familiarity with how the overall commercialization process worked. The groups really spanned throughout the globe, and there were a lot of cultural dynamics that interplayed into how things were done. But at the same time, was that challenge really kind of sparked my interest to really see what could be done and how I could make a difference. The skills that I learned in LGO really kind of complemented what I needed to really achieve to have an impact there. Specifically from the risk model standpoint, courses around operations management, systems optimization, some of the risk and analytic methods from those really helped formulate a kind of a robust model that was really beneficial in assessing where potential risk lie within the company. From there, tying into some of the softer aspects that we cover going through the program and within the MBA side of things, we looked at some of the leadership aspects that were really necessary to be able to influence others and really do what's best for organization, aspects around organizational processes that were really tied into how individuals interact and developing a framework for how an overall path should be taken to develop something beneficial. And then really the academic support was very beneficial, having advisors from the business school as well as the engineering school and kind of getting both sides of how they view a particular problem really allowed me to develop I think a solution that was very well received within the organization and that I think would stick over time and make a lasting impact. My wife actually had a child while we were out there, so we now have a little girl and a little boy. That really made the experience a lot more memorable, personalized it quite a bit. The company was really great about having an understanding that it was a little bit of a time of transition for us. Fortunately, it was late enough in the internship to where I'd already accomplished a lot of the meat of the project, and so it really didn't have any negative implications. The LGO program was great about being flexible with some of the requirements that were due while I was off-site. Particularly midstream was a bit of a challenge that I attended virtually online because my wife was expecting that week and she actually had the baby a day later. So without that type of support, I don't think I would have been able to really get through such an event. After I graduate, I'll be continuing on with Amgen, where I'll be working initially in the global supply chain organization and progressing through 3 rotational programs where I'll get experience throughout the operations organization. Really what's great about that is I'll be able to have continued involvement with the LGO program and be able to come back and participate in the on-campus events, alumni speaker series, helping support the recruiting and internship efforts, mentoring during internships, and helping individuals transition from the LGO program into their potential careers going forward. And that really stands out to me as another great aspect about the program.